When I turn it on, can't handle my behavior when I turn it on. Too fast and fast, but like don't last, don't been through it all. It's who you.
We are in Salt Lake City, Utah, where the Jazz are looking to take one from an Eastern Conference opponent. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And, of course, Kyrie Irving. A new phase in his career, playing today as a Cleveland Cavalier for the first time.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
4 on the clock. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. It sounds like they, like everyone else, will try to prevent Kyrie Irving from getting into the lane. Coach told me Kyrie's a very good outside shooter, but where he really breaks you down is with the dribble drives. You have to put bodies between him and the basket. Kevin, it's a tall order for defenders to stay in front of him. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
To the inside. Stolen by Ball.
You could stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
Irving up top. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Looking for the first basket of the game. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Now here's Irving. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Irving. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Fires from the wing. Porter, no luck.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And that one's good, Irving.
3 points. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Bogdanovich, and it's in there.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Here's Porzingis over O'Neal. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Pass to Vucevic. The tray. It doesn't go for him. The Jazz go the other way with it. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Irving. Now Gobert. Back to O'Neal. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass the ball. Right side, Porter. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Out to Conley. Fires the three. And the Jazz, another three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Royce O'Neal.
30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Porzingis. Pass to Vucevic. Stolen by O'Neal.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Conley with a wide open look. And the three off target. Porzingis king it over. Irving. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Hey, guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Hero. On the wing, Irving. He has 7. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Mitchell wide open. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Ball penetrating. A wide open look here for Porzingis. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The drive-by ball. Cleveland moving it around. Irving with a clean look. Again, the Cavaliers score.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the awareness of Mitchell? That's what stands out to me. He has a decision to make and does it with terrific timing.
Well, we've heard, Brent, some teams say more should be done to protect players from dangerous fouls. Do you agree?
Well, I think the head shots are something that people are looking at most. It's player safety comes first. And I know a lot of people that watch basketball in the 70s and 80s when the game was much more physical, where those plays didn't result in technical fouls, see it a bit differently. But it's still about protecting the players and avoiding those kind of plays to put them in danger. And I'm for that.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining.
And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his first basket of the night.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. His precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time, really a terrific ability.
Launches it. And Utah, another three. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Here's Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. .115 left now here in the second. Mitchell left side. From deep. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Cornette.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Back to Hero. Pass to Cornette. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Up top, Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Gobert down low. Over in the corner, Conley. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look for Utah. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. And the dunk by Porzingis.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. What a performance. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And here is ball. It's Porter atop the key. Drives to the hoop. Out to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. Overdone. Poke loose. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Ball. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ball's got 5 points so far.
Porzingis showing some passing ability that time. Instincts are there.
Gay outside. Back to Harrison. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Cleveland ball. Cavaliers substitution. Kyrie Irving.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Porzingis. Over Gay. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Down low. Here's Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Adding ways to score into the paint, Whiteside continues to develop a more refined post game with better footwork each year.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey, taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
Cavaliers substitution.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. And another miss by Cleveland. Jazz trailed by 6. And he grew up playing Australian rules football. And Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one. But they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Here is Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Here's the screen. Pass to O'Neal. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. Back to Conley. O'Neal with it. Mitchell with it. Out-guarded by Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Outside Irving. Crafty move. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going with Cleveland.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
It's okay to be a kleptomaniac during a basketball game. Look at those steals totals. A lot of effort on defense in the night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
O'Neal. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Outside Porter. In the corner, Irving with it. Pulls up on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Conley gets the bucket.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top.
All right.
They're up by 10.
Coming onto the court. Come on. Get loud for your jazz dancers. Come on,
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Get out your seat and let's hear some noise.
Jazz trailed by 10. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Porzingis with the steal. Irving with it. Now defended by Gobert. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, it's Cleveland.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Now Mitchell. He takes it in. Here's Gobert. Great D that time from Vucevic.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Screen by O'Neal. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
First team foul.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. O'Neal misses.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Pass to Porter. Outside Irving. From 17 feet out. 3 on the clock. Porter, no luck. Jazz trailed by 12. Porter with the steal. Stolen by Conley. O'Neal with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Porter.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Offline with his three. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Outside Conley. For three, Mitchell.
Well, he can guard multiple positions, and Lonzo Ball's versatility helping out on that possession.
Left side Irving. The kick out to Ball. Deflects the pass. Back to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. There's Hero with the three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Irving. Goes back up. And that one drops for him. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland.
And this is when Kyrie is at his best, getting to his spots on the floor, executing, and playing with some aggressiveness.
To the middle. Mitchell outside. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outside Irving. Inside. Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And Kyrie with that feel, man, it's so special, impressive. Finds a teammate, that's a direct dime.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Michael Porter Jr.
The Cavaliers leading by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
He runs the ball. That's his third personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
Capable of playing either forward, the versatility that Gay has, important in today's league for him to stay around.
Now, here is Irving. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
Yeah, you look good, but they still wanna know we're making it. Saucy like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back. See me in that dress. Yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent, speaking when I'm not there. Call them scary cats, I call them Carol Baskins. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy, big, yeah. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big, yeah. Little waist, body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. I'm a hot. They gon' click it if it's me. All my been getting these through the quarantine. Yeah, I'm very well. On my as you could tell. Any got beef from years ago is beefing by herself. If we took a trip on the real creep tip, yeah. Rule number 1 is don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, they better know exactly what the they came to do. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy, big. Yeah. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big. Yeah. Little waist, body yaddy 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 yaddy. The category is body. Look at the way it's sitting. That ratio so out of control. That waist that. If I were me and I would've seen myself, I would have bought me a hey. I could build a house with all the. Yeah. Been a lifetime trying to get this high. And if her head too big, I could make that pop. I'm not the one to play with, like a touch me not. Body yaddy 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 yaddy.